Good morning, guys. Coming to you today from the top of Steam Valley in Pennsylvania. I'm heading up to Waverly, New York to load up, head back down to Tennessee. So it has been years since I've been up this way, but just wanted to stop in and say hi, guys, before we get started. Please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and hit the little bell off to the side, guys. If you smash that like button and throw a comment, it's really going to help with the YouTube algorithm and help this channel to get out a little bit more, to help more people. So guys, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and hit the little bell so you get alerted when I post videos. But today's video is a little bit of another stock market video today. I want to get into you guys and show you how I am planning. I got two plays that I'm going to put on the screen here in just a second. I'm going to show you both of them. I'm going to explain both of them. I'm going to kind of explain how they work. This is just to kind of get your interest in what I'm trying to convey with how I play the stock market, and hopefully how you guys can make a lot of money in the markets, because the whole goal here at the end of the day to this channel is, one, to help your business be successful, but to help your business be successful is to help your finances be successful as well. If we can get all of that up and running, guys, we are going to be in great shape. So here we go. This first play that I'm going to pop up right now is a SPY put spread. It's a debit spread playing options. Now this is a 325, 320 option. If you don't understand, I will get into it a little bit more here in a couple seconds. This other play that I'm showing you right now is another SPY put debit spread option, and that is a 292.50 and a 287.50 put option. Okay, so back to the first one, the 325, 320 put option. I'm fairly confident this one will hit. This is a option that expires 2/10, so in 2 weeks this option expires. And I played this option specifically because of the coronavirus. This virus that's going around right this second in China. I think there's 5 or 6 cases here in America right now. I played these options because I'm fairly certain we're gonna make a lot of money off of it. So just to kind of explain, right now already, I bought these last week Thursday when everything started to come out about these viruses. Right now on the 325, 320, I am up 210% on that. The what was it? The 292.50, 287.50. I am up 187.50% on that already. So between the two of them, we're up a lot. Now the 287 put option, the 292, the 287 put option, that one isn't up much money-wise, but that option was dirt cheap to buy. We'll get into that in a second, but let me explain why I played these. So, if you pay attention to the news at all, obviously we have the coronavirus going around that is affecting people in China mostly. We got a couple cases here in America. We're hoping that we can get it stopped, and God willing, we won't have very many deaths. I think right now we're up to 88 deaths total as of last night on the coronavirus. So this isn't a it's not that this is a horrible virus. The issue is we've never had it. This virus right now, we've had coronaviruses many times, but this virus right now is so new that it hasn't even been named. The world hasn't even come together and created a name for this virus. So that's how new it is. That's why there's a bit of a panic. Panic in the stock market's very good. Whether it's up or down, panic is good. Now, for the world-wise, look, we don't want panic. We want a nice, even keel, and I pray to God that nobody else has to die from this virus. I pray to God that my plays here don't make me any money, because if they make me money, that means a lot of people are dying. But if I'm gonna play the play, even though I hope it doesn't work. Because for humanity's sake, we don't want people dying awful deaths. But okay, so let's get back on topic here. If you look back at SARS in 2002, 2003, 2004, obviously we know when it comes to this kind of stuff, going back looking at SARS and looking at China on the financial markets in general, they lie and manipulate everything. China can't be trusted when it comes to this kind of information coming out to the public. And they have proven it over and over and over again. I'm not really saying anything out of the realm of what everybody already knows. But China says that we only have, I think they said 2,000 cases altogether of this virus. If we have 2,000 cases of this virus and 88 people have already died, we have a 4.4% death rate. That's scary. We're getting close to a 10% death rate. But I personally feel this is a lot worse than what's being discussed. Because if you've heard in the news, China is building right now multiple 1,000 bed hospitals. They're calling them temporary hospitals, stating that they are going to demolish them once the virus is done. That's insane. Think of the amount of money going in to build these quote-unquote hospitals, and then you're just going to run a bulldozer through them when you're done? That's insanity. I mean, that's the definition of insanity right there. Why would you not keep the hospitals? If we did that in America, we'd have a lot more hospitals all of a sudden. We're not just going to demolish buildings we're putting up to help people. So realistically, let's think about the whole tinfoil hat theory on this. What's going on? If we look at how they treat orphan female kids, they bundle them up and just let them die. They starve the kids to death in China. I'm sorry, but they do a lot of evil when it comes to that kind of stuff. So if we look at that and they're willing to just kill kids because they're overpopulated, and you want to have a son to keep your last name going, but you're just willing to give your kid up and let it die, what's going to happen is that we're going to take these people, put them into these hospitals. They're really not going to get any kind of treatment other than just barely enough to make it look good for the news photography to go worldwide. What they're really doing is building mass graves. So, and if you only have 2,000 cases nationwide in China, why would you be building multiple 1,000-bed hospitals in China? So if we start looking at what's being talked or what's being put out to the news and put onto the wire, then you start looking at it going, that's no different than your friend going, yeah, I'm dating a hot girl, she's gorgeous, but she goes to a different school, you don't know her. It's no different than that. And if we look at it in that aspect, it's going to get worse. Now, I picked the dates on my plays because this virus has a 14-day gestation period. My plays were like 17 days out. So realistically, if this virus is quote-unquote just kind of getting out now, and we give it another 14 days to when all of a sudden there's a massive outbreak of this virus, that's when the stock market is going to tumble. And I'm making my play based on the stock market tumbling. Now I'm going to show you a couple more slides here that shows what the play is, or how the money is being divvied up, and what I paid for these. Now the 325, 320 puts, I paid $55 for this play. It cost me $55 to buy the play, to have the option. And how I did that is I bought the 325 put option for $300 and some dollars, I think it was, and I sold the 320 put option, capping my gain at $500 at around $300 and some dollars. I'd have to look through it and actually figure out the exact dollars, but it comes to what you need to know is it came to $55 total. I bought one play, I sold one play. By selling the one play, it makes my first play a lot cheaper. So it cost me $55 to have a possible $500 gain. Guys, I'm sorry if the video's a little blurry. My one windshield wiper, let me run it fast for a second, is starting to streak a little bit, and it looks like it's going right in front of the screen. So if you can see that on the video, I apologize for that. It's just kind of a dreary day. But let's get back to the play. This play right now that I bought for $55 is worth $171 now. I could sell out of this play right this very second for $171. So I paid $55. I sell out of it, which would be selling the put option that I bought, the 325, and buying back the one I sold, the 320, would leave me $171. Now I subtract the $55 that I paid out of pocket for this play, and that leaves me $116 profit margin, which is 210.91% profit in 4 days. My other play, the 292.50 that I bought and the 287.50 that I sold, this one has an almost 0% chance, I think it was 1% chance of landing. But this is another $500 play because the strike prices between the two are $5. An option is the ability to control 100 shares of the play. So therefore, you have a $500 per share times $100 is a $500 maximum gain. By selling the other play to make the first one cheaper, I've capped my gain at a maximum of $500. Now this is also a cheap play because I only paid $8 for this play. If this one lands, look, this virus is really bad. It's a lot worse than anybody's talking about. It's a lot worse than what I even think it is. It's why this play only has a 1% chance of hitting. But if it does, I make another $500. I mean, realistically, at the end of the day, that's $1,000 made. But this one is also a month out. So my first one was 2 weeks away. So it ends on the 10th of February. The next one ends on, the 28th. So the end of February. That other play, even though it's only a 1% play, is landing on the aspect that the news comes out of how bad this really is. And that one hits as well. Again, we're hoping it doesn't. I'm really hoping that it costs me $63 to make nothing, because that's what's best for people that are alive. I mean, we don't wish bad upon anybody. But if it's going to happen and there's a possibility I can make money off of it, look, I'm making the play. But that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about, was those two plays. The ability that I could literally spend $63 and within 30 days make $1,000 off of it. And I will show you later on the complete opposite side of this, hoping the best for the world and for economies, and playing the call side, call debit spread side, and making money on that side. But guys, look, I mean, $55, that's what? 3 meals at the Pilot? 3 meals at the TA truck stop? I mean, or any truck stop? So those are the plays that I made, and I'm hoping this is just kind of piquing your interest a little bit. We'll keep getting more and more in depth with this if you guys really want to. But let's just say, just so you guys have a rough idea of why I play this. Now, like I said, my options account, I allow no more than $1,000 in that account. At the end of every month, whatever it's above my $1,000 limit, then I take that money out, I move it into my TD Ameritrade account, and that's my long-term account. So this is just to kind of help. One, you get to have fun and be a trader and listen to the market all day long and make plays on the market. And so it kind of keeps you interested in what's going on in the stock market. And it helps to build up when you do land stuff, because you're going to lose money in options, but when you make money, you usually make big money. You might do the same play 3 or 4 times and lose $200, but all of a sudden you land $1,000, and well, you take that extra $800 and just move that over to your long-term account, put it into your long-term portfolio, let that keep building your account. But my long-term portfolio, the same with most, makes me on average between 9 and 12% a year between dividends and everything else. So it increases slowly. Last year, to January 1st, I made 61.87% on my options. So let's just think of the difference between the two. You're talking on the same $1,000, I made $120 at 12%, or I made $600 at 60% in the same year. So now my long term that's going to be more consistent. That is going to consistently make me money over the years, and that's what you retire on. The options is just fun. That is just more or less playing a video game, hoping to win it big. Now, it's not gambling because you're doing educated decisions. You're not just throwing coins in a slot machine, pulling the handle and hoping and praying it wins. I don't just buy these options on a whim, hoping they land. I buy them because what the market is showing me shows that they're most likely going to land. So, guys, I will keep getting into this stuff. If you guys like it, I love it. And that's one of the reasons why I'm no longer in my other truck, because now I have more time to do this stuff. And I love doing this stuff. I love making money, just like every one of you. I hope you guys love making money. And at the end of the day, that's what we're all here for, is making money. So let's try to just make as much as we can. We're already out here in the trucks, driving, spending 10 to 14 hours a day listening to the radio. Why don't we listen to some stuff that can make us money? Make us become millionaires. Because most of us in these trucks are making a fortune. I hope a lot of you realize if you're hauling cars and making over $100,000 a year, you're in like the top 3% of the people in America. You're a 3%er. When the combined family income for America, I think it's like 62, 63, 64%, something like that. And you are personally making 80 to 100 grand on your own. Guys, we're making a fortune out here. Sorry, that's one of my stock alerts. But yeah, we're making an absolute fortune out here doing what we love. So let's take the fortune that we're making, take a little bit of that, and turn that into a monster fortune. In 10 to 15 years, between stocks and real estate, guys, do you understand we could all be 1%ers? The whole big battle in 2006, 7, and 8, where people are out there picketing Wall Street, saying how bad the 1%ers are. I hope you realize that every one of you can very easily be a 1%er in not a lot of time, just educating yourself a little bit on this stuff and starting to pay attention to it, because that's what I'm doing. So guys, I love you. Thank you very much for watching. God bless every single one of you. I hope every one of you can stay extremely profitable out there. And guys, please, again, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's just try to build this all up together. And also, if you guys know anything about this stuff, and you have tips and tricks and stuff like that, talk down in the comments. Share your information. Guys, all we can do is get this information out to as many people as possible and make as many people as possible more profitable. Because think about it, the more we make doing this and the more people learn about it, the more they can make, that just leaves more money to be made. The more money people make, the more money people spend, the more money people spend, the more work we have. It does nothing but help every one of us out. So again, guys, thank you very much. I love you. Smash that like button, and I will see you on the next one.